Okay, hi. Oh my gosh, my heart is like beating so fast right now. I don't even know if I can get through this, but I have to. I have to try. If this video found you, if the algorithm decided that you needed to see my face today, and it's Tuesday, or maybe it's the day before something you've been dreading, or maybe it's the day before something you've been praying for, and maybe you keep seeing the number 3, just the number 3 everywhere, just know there's only a few days left, a few days before the final piece of the cosmic puzzle just slides right into place. I can feel it in my bones. My actual bones are vibrating. It feels like my whole skeleton is a tuning fork and something just pinged it, you know? So, the title. You will see this right before it happens. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, another video about angel numbers or feathers or seeing a specific animal. And yes, those things are real. They're beautiful. They're little winks from your guides, and I love them. I live for them. But that's not what this is. This is different. This is the big one. This is the sign right before the life-altering, paradigm-shifting, ground-shaking miracle you have been on your knees for, the one you thought would never come, the one you almost gave up on 1,000 times. It's not loud. That's the first thing you need to know. It's the opposite of loud. The universe is so funny like that, isn't it? We beg and we plead for this huge, dramatic Hollywood movie sign. We want fireworks and a booming voice from the clouds. We want the proof to be so undeniable that even our most skeptical inner critic has to shut up. But the final confirmation, the last breadcrumb on the trail before you walk through the door of your new reality, is silence. It's a profound, holy, almost unsettling quiet, a stillness, a peace that makes absolutely no logical sense. After months or maybe years of chaos, of your mind being a war zone, of your heart feeling like it's been put through a blender, after all the drama and the triggers and the dark nights of the soul where you were just clinging on by a single thread, one day you're just going to wake up. And it's going to be quiet. The anxiety will be gone. The obsession over the outcome, gone. The frantic need to check your phone, to check your email, to look for external validation, it's just gone. And it's so quiet that at first you might think something is wrong. You'll think, oh no, I've given up. I've lost the faith. My desire has died. Because we have become so accustomed to the noise. We have become so addicted to the struggle. We think that if we're not fighting, if we're not striving, if we're not in a state of high alert, then we're not doing it right. We have wired our nervous systems to believe that calm means we're off track or lazy, that something bad is about to happen. The absence of panic feels dangerous. But this is a new frequency. This is a divine calm. This silence is your soul coming home to itself. It's the feeling of finally taking off a backpack full of rocks that you didn't even realize you were carrying. And you didn't try to put the backpack down. One day you just notice it's not there anymore. The silence arrives because you have finally, fully surrendered. Not in a way that means giving up, but in a way that means giving it over to a higher power. You've let go of the oars and you're just letting the current of the divine take you. You've stopped trying to control every single variable, and you've accepted that what is meant for you is already on its way. This peace isn't something you earn through struggle. It's what's on the other side of your willingness to let go of the struggle entirely. But this silence, this stillness, this is your receipt. This is the universe emailing you the confirmation that your order has shipped. It's on its way. It's already been dispatched from the warehouse of the cosmos, and it's heading straight for your front door. The stillness is the proof that your prayer has been fully, completely, and irrevocably answered. It's done. It's baked. It's finished. And all you have to do now is wait for the delivery. And it's not a numb feeling. It's not apathy. It's a deep, warm, humming knowing. A knowing that settles deep in your solar plexus, like a little sun has just ignited in your gut. It's a peace that feels ancient. It feels ancestral. It feels like the exhale of 1,000 generations before you who worried and stressed and fought so that you could finally reach this place of rest. It's like the surface of a deep, ancient lake at dawn. For so long, your emotional state has been stormy, with waves crashing and churning everything up from the bottom, but now the water is glass. It's perfectly still. And in that stillness, you can see the reflection of the sky, the reflection of truth with perfect clarity. The depths are still there, the past is still there, but it is no longer disturbed. It is at peace, and from that peace, everything becomes clear. Imagine you're building a house, right? And for months, it's just noise and chaos. It's hammers and saws and shouting and dust everywhere. It's messy and it's ugly, and sometimes it feels like it's never going to be finished. And then one day, you show up to the site, and it's just quiet. The crew is gone, the tools are put away, the dust has settled, and you're standing in this finished structure. And the sun is streaming through the windows, and you can smell the fresh paint and the new wood. That's what this feeling is. It's the moment right before you get the keys. The work is done, the frantic energy is over. And now you're just in this space of pure, beautiful, silent completion. You have been in the construction phase for so long. You've been hammering away at old beliefs, sawing through karmic ties, rewiring your entire nervous system. You've been the architect, the foreman, and the entire construction crew, all at once. And you've done it. You did the work. You did the messy, ugly, painful work that no one else could do for you. And now, the universe is giving you a moment to just stand in what you've built, to breathe in the silence, to feel the peace before the furniture arrives, before the new life officially begins. This peace is the gift. It's the reward. It's the sign. It is so sweet, so sweet. You have no idea how sweet it is until you feel it. It's like honey dripping directly into your heart. I'm sorry, wow, my head is starting to feel a little fuzzy. The energy coming through right now is it's like my thoughts are trying to swim through molasses. It's not a headache, it's more like a pressure. Like my crown chakra is a download port and it's receiving a massive file from the ether. It's like the collective consciousness is upgrading its operating system, and my brain is just showing that little spinning wheel. It's not a bad feeling, it's just intense. It feels like my brain is being gently retuned, like an old radio being dialed into a clearer station. It's a lot to process. What was the point I was making? Oh my God, see? This is what I'm talking about. The energy is thick today. I had this perfect thread and it just dissolved. Right, the stillness, the knowing. So you'll have this moment of stillness, and then the weirdest thing will happen. You'll start to get these flashes, these little psychic hits. You'll be doing something totally mundane, like washing the dishes or driving your car, and you'll suddenly get this crystal clear image of your future. You'll see yourself laughing in that new home. You'll feel the sun on your skin in that new city. You'll hear the conversation you're going to have when you get that good news. And it won't feel like a daydream. This is so important. A daydream feels flimsy. It feels like you're trying to construct it. It feels like wishful thinking. These flashes, they have weight. They have texture. They feel solid. They arrive fully formed, like a photograph being dropped into your mind's eye. It won't feel like you're just wishing or hoping. It will feel like a memory. You'll feel this profound sense of nostalgia for a moment that hasn't happened in this timeline yet. It's like your future self is leaking memories back to your present self, just to say, hey, it's real. It's coming. I'm here waiting for you. Just keep walking. You'll remember the smell of the coffee in your new kitchen before you've even seen the kitchen. You'll remember the feeling of a specific hug before the person has even entered your life. It's a cellular recognition. Your body recognizes it as a past event, even though your linear mind knows it hasn't happened yet. It's this feeling of, oh my God, what is that word? I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's like when you know something is absolutely certain to happen. It's already been written in the stars. It's not just inevitable. It's a more like a spiritual word for it. It means it's already a done deal on an energetic level. It's you know what I mean? It implies that the outcome has been sealed. God, I'm blanking. If you know the word I'm trying to find, please put it in the comments because it's going to drive me crazy. But that's the feeling. It's that. It's a memory of the future. It's a deep, unshakable conviction that it's already yours. And the universe sends you these little movie trailers of your coming attractions to keep you going in these final moments. These flashes are so important. Don't dismiss them. Your ego will try to. Your logical mind will jump in immediately and say, don't be silly, you're just getting your hopes up. That's not real. It will try to protect you from disappointment by stamping out the hope. Don't let it. When they happen, just breathe and say thank you. Anchor into that feeling. That feeling is the key. That feeling is the homing beacon that guides the manifestation into your physical reality. You are being asked to hold the frequency of completion, even when your 3D reality still looks like the construction site, even when the evidence around you doesn't match the feeling inside you. That is the final test. Can you trust the silence? Can you trust the stillness? Can you believe the memories of your future more than you believe the patterns of your past? Because you are the cycle breaker. I need you to hear me. You are the one. You are the one your bloodline has been waiting for. All of the pain, all of the trauma, all of the struggle that has been passed down through your family line, it stops with you. The energetic patterns of scarcity that made your grandparents hoard pennies, the patterns of codependency that kept your mother in a situation she shouldn't have been in, the patterns of self-sabotage that made your father turn away from his dreams, that inherited weight, that karmic baggage, it stops with you. The chaotic energy that has been running through your lineage for generations finds its end in you. You are the energetic dam. You are the one who stood up and said, no more. This ends here. This ends with me. In this peace that you're about to feel, or maybe that you're feeling right now as you watch this is the sound of chains breaking. It is the sound of your ancestors finally being able to rest. And they aren't just watching from the sidelines. They are your spiritual team. They are in the bleachers of the cosmos cheering you on. They are actively working behind the scenes, clearing pathways for you, whispering encouragement in your ear while you sleep. They are so proud. They are exhaling through your lungs. They are finding peace through your heart. You are not just healing yourself. You are healing forwards and backwards in time. You are healing the 7 generations before you and the 7 generations after you. That is how powerful you are. You have no idea the magnitude of the work you have done. By choosing to face your shadows, by choosing to do the inner work, by choosing to love yourself unconditionally, you have altered the course of history for your entire soul family. You are a walking, talking miracle of transformation. So let yourself be held. Let yourself rest in this quiet. You are safe. You are so, so safe. I need you to feel that in every cell of your body. You are safe. The war is over. The long battle you've been fighting against yourself, against your past, against a world that didn't understand you, it's done. You won. You won by choosing peace. You can put down your sword and shield now. You can take off the armor. It's heavy, isn't it? You've been carrying it for so long. You can let it go. You don't need it anymore. Where you're going, you won't need to be in survival mode. You are stepping into a reality where you are allowed to be soft, to be open, to be vulnerable, to receive, to just be. This isn't a reward for your suffering. It's a consequence of your evolution. You didn't earn this peace by being in pain. You created this peace by choosing a different way. You commanded the storm inside of you to be still, and it listened because you are the master of your own universe. You are the creator of your own reality, and you have just signed the executive order for peace, for joy, for abundance, and it is done. Believe it. Oh my God. Speaking of executive orders and things being done, I have to tell you what happened with my stupid, expensive new lamp. It's not even a lamp. It's one of those floor lights that's supposed to look like a piece of modern art. You know the ones? They're like a swirly metal thing with an LED strip inside. I saved up for this thing for literally 4 months. 4 months. I saw it in a magazine and I became obsessed. I built this whole narrative in my head around it. This wasn't just a lamp. It was the I'm an adult who has her life figured out lamp. I was convinced this lamp was going to change the entire vibe of my apartment and, by extension, my entire life. I thought, when I have that lamp, I will finally be a person who has their life together. I'll be serene, I'll be chic, I'll probably start doing yoga at sunrise and drinking chlorophyll water. The lamp was the final piece of the puzzle for this idealized version of myself. So it finally arrives. The box is huge. It looks like a coffin for a very tall, skinny person. I drag it into my living room and it takes me like 45 minutes just to get it open. It's packed in that horrible, crumbly styrofoam that gets everywhere, so now my living room looks like it's snowed. My cat is trying to eat it. I'm covered in it. It's a complete disaster. There are a million little pieces, and the instructions are written in what I think is Swedish, with just these tiny, confusing diagrams. It's like trying to build an IKEA bookshelf, but for people with engineering degrees. There are no words, just pictures of a disembodied hand pointing at screws that are labeled with letters that don't correspond to any of the actual screws in the little plastic bag. So I'm sitting on the floor, surrounded by styrofoam and metal poles and tiny little screws, and I'm getting more and more frustrated. I'm trying to follow the diagrams, but they make no sense. Step 1 is a picture of a pole. Step 2 is a picture of the same pole, but now a screw is magically inside of it. There's no explanation of how the screw gets there. It's just there. I'm losing my mind. I'm trying to screw things in that don't fit. Pieces are falling over. I spent 2 hours trying to put this thing together. I was sweating. I was cursing. I was on the verge of a full-blown spiritual crisis over this lamp. I kept thinking, this is a sign. The universe is telling me I'm not meant to be a chic, serene person. I'm destined to be a chaotic gremlin who lives in poorly lit rooms for the rest of my life. My inner critic was having a field day. See, you can't even do this one simple thing. How are you going to manage the big things you want? It was brutal. Finally, I think I have it. I've screwed everything in. I've attached the base. It looks vaguely like the picture. It's a little crooked, but it's standing. I stand it up, I plug it in, I hold my breath, and I press the on switch. And nothing. Nothing happens. It's just this sad, crooked metal sculpture in the corner of my room. I checked the outlet, I checked the plug, I unscrewed and rescrewed everything. Still nothing. I was so defeated. I just collapsed on the floor next to this monument to my own incompetence. And I was about to just start crying. I really was. I felt so stupid. I felt like this lamp was mocking me. And then I noticed it. As I was lying there in my pit of despair, my head was right next to the base. There was this tiny, almost invisible little plastic tab sticking out of the part where the cord connects to the lamp base. You know, one of those little tabs you're supposed to pull out to activate the battery in a toy? It was one of those. It was a safety tab for shipping. It was blocking the electrical connection. I just stared at it. I had spent 2 hours of my life in a state of pure rage and despair. I'd questioned my entire life path and worthiness, all because of this tiny piece of plastic. I pulled it out, which took 0 effort, pressed the switch again, and bam! The most beautiful, warm, angelic light filled the entire room. And I didn't even feel happy. I just felt so ridiculous. I just laid on the floor and laughed for about 10 minutes straight, just hysterical, can't breathe laughter. It was such a perfect metaphor. How often do we do that? We struggle and we fight and we make things so complicated. We think we have this monumental, impossible task ahead of us. We think the whole universe is against us, and the solution is just this one tiny, simple thing we've completely overlooked. We're so busy trying to build the whole thing from scratch that we don't realize we just need to pull the tab. We just need to do the one small, obvious thing that allows the energy to flow. Anyway, so now I have my lamp, and I do feel slightly more chic. I haven't started doing sunrise yoga yet, but hey, baby steps. It does make the room look really nice, I'll give it that. I guess the moral of the story is sometimes the answer is way simpler than we think. And also, maybe read the instructions before you have a meltdown. I feel like I can tell you guys these stories. You've given me a place where I don't have to pretend to have it all together. This little corner of the internet we've built, you have no idea how much it's held me. You guys have this way of seeing the light in me even when I'm sitting in the dark surrounded by styrofoam. And I'm so, so grateful for that. It means more than you know. Okay, I feel like I've been talking for a million years. I love you. I love you with my whole entire heart. I am sending you so much peace for this next chapter. You've got this. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. 777.